G'day guys, welcome to AFL Breakdown. Today we're going to be talking about Levi Casboult's kicking action. I'm going to go through, show you guys just a couple of photos of his action and talk about two or three major things that I think it needs a bit of work. Mind you, his kicking has improved, but I feel like his style has stayed the same. He's kicked 13 goals for, which is that's consistent season, but I think overall he's still got the same type of action. And I'm just going to go through a kick, one of his set shots that happened against West Coast on the weekend. I'm just going to give you a bit of a demonstration on just a couple of things, and then I'm going to show you some footage of Levi Casboult, and then we're going to go through some footage of Tony Lockett, one of the greatest set shots of goal. So the first thing with Levi Casboult is I'll show you the vision first, and then we'll go through. So I feel like Levi, he drops the ball from too high up from his hand. So the gap between where it leaves his hand to his foot, okay, and I'll roll the footage, the gap is too long. Okay, so watch as he lets go. He's letting go of the ball from too high, right? The other thing, if you look back here, okay, watch his hand. Watch how square his hand is, okay? So that's where the kick goes. The kick hits the instep of his boot, okay? But when we roll it in a slow-mo, watch his right hand. See how square his hand is? Does everyone see how square his hand is? I'm going to go through, so two things. He's letting go of the ball from too high up. And the other thing is his hand is too square. And when I say it's too square, I'll give you a demonstration on two things here. So this right hand, this right hand that holds the ball, this is your control hand. This is your best friend. If you're letting go of the ball, as an example, if I'm going to kick and I let go of the ball from up here and it comes down to hit my foot, I've got no control. If I control it more like that, and then it hits my shoe, do you see the difference? I'm dropping the ball from here as opposed to up here, right? When I drop the ball from up here, the ball can just move easily in the air. This hand is your control hand. You need your hand on this for a long time, all right? So that's the first thing. The other thing is this. I'm going to show you footage of Tony Lockett. There's something in your hand with Tony Lockett, right? See Levi Casboult, his hands, see how it's square? This is the next thing we're going to talk about. See how his hand's square? When his hand is square, if my hand is square like that, when I go to guide the ball down, it just falls out of my hand. I can't grip the ball as it's coming down. Does that make sense? Tony Lockett, Jason Dunstall, if you have a look at them, have a look when they first position. They get there. There's something in this with your fingers, right? See that when I put my three fingers back like this, what it helps do is it actually helps grip the ball like that, exactly how you want to kick, and it actually helps you guide the ball down rather than dropping the ball up here. It actually helps you. So see how I've tweaked the three fingers back? It helps you grip the ball here. So as I'm coming down, I can still grip the ball. I've still got control, right? And so that is what you want to do. They're the two things. So then now we'll go and we'll have a look at footage of Tony Lockett. Okay, this is Tony Lockett. You see his fingers? See his fingers, how he grips them and he spreads them out, right? And then his action, have a look, see how bent over he is, his back is hunched. If we play the footage of this, he stays over the ball, his back's hunched over the ball, all right? Levi Casboult, see how back he is? His back as well has to be more hunched over, okay? So he's dropped the ball from too high. His hand's too square. He's let go of the ball from too high, right? And his back as well, his back, he's too far back. And when I say too far back, you want your back hunched over it like that. For example, whenever you see Tony Lockett and Jason Dunstall, they line up, they take their mark, they line up as they're about to run in. Watch what they do. So they spread the fingers, right? They lean right down into it. They lean right down into it first. and then they slowly walk in and as they're sort of coming up, right? But if you look at Tony Lockett's back is more hunched over here as he's about to kick the ball. If you look at Levi Casboult, right? Levi Casboult's back here, which means the ball can go left or right. You literally got no control. Okay, so again, he's too far back there. Okay, so that's just a couple of things that I think that Levi could work on. But that's how I learned to kick as well. I watched Tony Lockett and I watched what he did, and that Jason Dunst was the same. There's something. Don't have your hands square. If your hands square like that, you can't guide the ball. Your hand, if you flick it, right, it sits nice. Okay, and then as you're coming down, you can see how I can still grip it, right? Hand square, it just falls off. It falls off. Okay, so that's just something I think that Levi could probably work on. Yes, he's kicked 13 goals for, but I feel like he's still got the same type of habits. And that shot at goal, it actually hit the instep of his shoe. So when I say instep, right, he's dropped it down, right. It's hit there, right, inside of his foot, and gone that way. Because same deal, he's dropped it from up here. The gap when it hits his foot, the ball's moved in the air. Okay, come down and hit the instep. What we want the back angled over first. We want the hand gripped, right? Hunched over, and then I can still grip. I can guide this ball down, guide it. See how I can still pick it up and guide it? Square hand, can't. All right, so that's just a couple of things that I think he can improve on, and anyone who's struggling with their kicking as well. Just a couple of those tips helps a lot. So even just try it for yourself if you're struggling with kicking. Just that there's something in that movement, and Jason Dunstall and Tony Lockett both do it, and that's where I sort of got it from. So, all right, thank you.